I do really think it's going to be an exciting year in retail. As cases come down and vaccinations become more available for everybody, I think what we're going to see is this unleashing of a tremendous amount of demand that has been pent up for travel, leisure, restaurant segments, and apparel, places, things that have been really beat down over the last year. And consumers have held up pretty well, but I think people are itching to get on out. So I think we'll have a good year.
Yeah, and e-commerce has been such a big part of the story, the ongoing growth there. What are your expectations for Walmart when we get those numbers later this week, especially since it's getting even more competitive, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Target, whether it's some of the other smaller retailers becoming more enmeshed in this type of infrastructure?
Yeah, I think COVID, and I've said this before, I think COVID accelerated the online retail development probably 5 to 10 years. It was growing pretty steadily at about 1% of retail a year until the pandemic hit, and then it's jumped up pretty substantially. And what we see is, clear winners and those who have really succeeded in developing. Amazon, of course. I think Walmart's done really well. In the case of many retailers, Walmart, Target, it's a struggle for them to deliver that growth. And you'll see growth, I think, in their fourth quarter results and deliver the operating income that they have been over, historically. So the cost, both in labor and in process of delivering the digital sales that they're delivering, will probably show up in their operating income line. So that's something I'd be looking for.
Yeah, Bill, I want to shift gears a little bit to another retailer, and that is GameStop. I know you sit on the board. I realize the company's probably in a quiet period right now ahead of earnings, but I am just curious, especially as we do gear up for testimony in Congress later this week, what those conversations have looked like at the company. Were you taken by surprise? Was the company taken by surprise by everything we saw in the last month, and basically the fact that it became a poster child of what was really a populist movement of day traders and retail investors?
Well, the whole retail investment phenomenon, I think, is something we all watched together and saw how it developed. As far as GameStop goes, I'm excited about the direction that the company's headed in. We recently added 3 terrific new board members that are going to help accelerate that strategy. And as you mentioned, we are in a quiet period. So that's about all I can say.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.